Shalom, 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 and welcome to today's Morning by Morning. Today, I want to talk about reaching out to the nations, and I want to start with a question. How many of you know that there exists a people called the Munyoyaya, the Malakote, the Gurreh, the Bajun, the Ajuran, the Gujarati, the Orma, the Dasanach, and many other people in Kenya who have never been reached with the gospel? That's why we don't know them, because they are also least reached with development and anything else that the rest of Kenyans have and know about. I'm sure many have never heard of such fellow Kenyans. We share the same space, we share the same constitution, the same air. We may use some of the roads together, but we do not share the same God. And therefore, we most likely are headed to different destinations, because if they die without Christ, you know that their destination is different from ours. Will these sheep of God outside the commonwealth of God ever come to the flock? Jesus himself said that there are other sheep, his sheep, who are outside the flock, and his desire is that we may reach out to them and bring them also to the flock. When will these people in the Great Commission, in the Great Omission, transit from the Great Omission to the Great Commission? What is the Great Commission? Simplified, the Great Commission is reaching out to the lost through evangelism, discipleship, and mission. Watching slides in the church the other day on church and missions, I was surprised to see and note that 99% of the believers in Kenya have never discipled anyone. If this is so, what happens with evangelism and missions? It is harder to go for missions. It is harder to support missions in a church where discipleship is not happening. Or how can one go or partner in any way on a mission they are not aware of? They do not know that they are even called to reach out to these people in the first place. In my Bible reading this morning, the scriptures reminded me that our God is a God of the nations. God has spoken from his sanctuary. I will triumph. I will parcel out Shechem and measure off the valley of Succoth. Gilead is mine. Manasseh is also mine. Ephraim is my helmet. Judah my scepter. Moab is my wash basin. Upon Edom I toss my sandal. Over Philistia I shout in triumph. That is Psalm 108, verse 7 to 9. Our God is not only interested in the people who are already in the fold, as I said, he's also interested with those who are not in the fold. He's not only interested in Judah, the chosen among Israel. His eye is also upon the less popular Manasseh, Ephraim, Dan, Levi, and all these other tribes of Israel. And it does not end here. Moab, Edom, Philistia, these are nations. They are also on his radar. God is not at ease until all the tribes, nations, and peoples know him, worship him, and serve him. Let's not sit easy in church pews and say, it's time to celebrate the goodness of the Lord, which is a good thing. But let's also remember that there are thousands of others, not only in Kenya, but outside Kenya, who have not been reached with the gospel, or they are at least reached with the gospel. Let's join in the mission of God of reaching out to the lost through evangelism, discipleship, and mission. So as you do your work, go about your business today, let's not forget the nations, because our God is the God of the nations. And with that, I want to say, Shalom, the Lord bless us today. Amen.